Sylvester Stallone, the latest overnight sensation in Hollywood, who spent a lifetime to try to get that title. That's almost always true, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there are no such a thing. There really aren't, unless it's just total fluke. But I didn't spend 6-7 years, which I think they were well spent in the fact that I got to see what it's like not to be too successful, and how it's taught me that I don't want to go back to that particular mode of living anymore.
You know, that success also brings vulnerability with it. I heard you say something this morning to a group of press people. Said, I'm not special, I'm just lucky.
Yes.
Now, I passed it on to a press friend of mine who says, that sounds calculated to me. He wants you to like. I said, I like him for that. And he says, he wants you to like him. That's a calculated answer. Isn't it crazy how cynical many people become, especially people in our business?
Yeah, I don't know why. I wish they would take things at face value. When I say that I am lucky, it is lucky. Don't just think it's a freak accident. That everything happened. That film just happened to come out. It's one thing to get the film done, to have it turn out well, have it turn out critically acclaimed, have it turn out financially successful, and now I think it's a total miracle, and I am lucky. And it's a matter of timing and luck. And if he wants to hate me for it, well, go.
Maybe it's the good luck he kind of envies.
Yeah.
In your fondest dreams, what was it you had hoped for? This kind of success, or were there other things more important?
I never thought that this type of success would ever be bestowed on such a small movie, because it's what is like with Kong coming out and Star is Born, and that was where all the press was heading. The expectation, I just think that I am so overwhelmed by it that I think it's going to become a trendy thing where small movies about the family units are coming back into to vogue.
One of the things that's being said now, and I guess it's to be expected because you are just so absolutely right for this part, and obviously you tailored it for you too,
yeah.
Is Sylvester Stallone going to be a one-picture actor or a one-theme actor, because this one is just so right?
God, I hope so.
One picture?
Just retire, one shot, right? And
hope you can
become a mystery forever. No, I think that I am not with an Alec Guinness. I am not a Laurence Olivier. I don't make any pretenses to that. I think that I can interpret the common man very well. I think I can interpret frustrations of what I call the Earth Man. And there are maybe 15 good roles in me. After that, I will begin to repeat myself and become a bore. When I begin to bore myself, I'll just yank out and go behind the camera and stay there.
You know, that just reminds me, there, in an interview I did with Truman Capote a couple of weeks ago, when he, shortly after he had finished Murder by Death, he said, but writing is a primary art and acting is a secondary art anyway. Having done both, would you care to make that kind of a categorization?
Well, geez, I mean, first of all, the man can't even write screenplays, so what is he talking about? And he shouldn't even. Acting is, a lot of actors put it down, acting is a very noble art, because what an actor does is he actually takes human situations, interprets them, and makes us feel for ourselves and feel about humanity. A book is one thing, where, I mean, a writer can take 300 pages to develop a character, where an actor has to, in 45 an hour, get a whole life, a whole history, and I think it's one of the more noble arts. It's a gift, and I think there's far more great actors around than there are writers around. But having done both, I'd say they're both necessary. I mean, geez, I would like to write for maybe the next 10 years, and then just perhaps edit or get involved in someone else's writing.
The time involvements, the time requirements which will be placed upon you by that kind of success you have had are going to make writing, especially getting away to do some writing, very, very difficult for you.
Yeah, really is. I think we'll have to end up writing in men's rooms, or napkins between meals, at the gymnasium, on the sun visor, or on airplanes. It seems that way. So what I'm going to do is just steal other people's ideas. I've decided, and I think it's the American way.
Stand-up comedian, that's another possibility, huh?
That's right. I do it on a skateboard, man. Become original, right? Sliding out there. Hello. No, I think that if I didn't have a sense of humor, I definitely would have been taken away in a canvas jacket and gagged and sent out to sea somewhere in a kayak. So I really have to laugh it off because, man, this has been an incredible, what you say, funny story. Funny story. And I'm laughing at myself. And when I stop laughing at myself, I'll laugh at you.
Okay. The story immediately involves a picture named Rocky, which we're going to see a great deal more of, and also of the actor represented Sylvester Stallone. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back in a moment.